Hey, this is Overpass Insights. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today, don't tell me you're too busy. Okay, so first of all, Happy New Year. Happy 2023. It is a beautiful afternoon here in England. We're like just over a week into the new year, and I am busy working on my New Year's resolutions. And a lot of them, I got personal resolutions, I got physical resolutions, like, exercise wise, the normal kind of stuff. And a lot of them have to do with business. So I've just been busy, but I've been a lot more focused than I have been in previous months, which is nice, right? But I was talking with a friend this morning. We're working on something together. And I was saying how, basically, I was saying why I didn't have time to work on this thing with him was because I was like, dude, I'm so busy. I got so much going on. And he said to me, Eric, I've got small kids running around. I've got, family commitments. I got this, I got that. He started to name all the stuff he had going on. And I realized that, yeah, I used to have all those constraints too. I used to be like, when I started the apps, started doing apps, my kids were small. I had, I was always, seems like I was always busy at work. I was busy at home. I was getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, working on my apps between 4 and 6:30 before I could head off to like the job I was working at, and then come home and work on them when I got home, right? I still had to find time for family, for my kids, for everything. And it felt like I was always just rushing around, but it was important enough. So I made the time for it. And so him just saying that kind of reminded me of that. He kind of called me out on my BS, like, maybe I was saying, oh, I'm just so busy, man. I'm just so busy. I'm too busy is one of the biggest lies that we tell ourselves. It's usually a lot of the times for me personally, maybe not for you. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but for me, just to be totally honest with you, sometimes when there's something I'm just not quite sure, I'm a little bit scared of doing it, or if I'm not quite sure it's going to work, or there's like a little bit of uncertainty, I'm too busy for it. Right? I got to go back to this thing. And it just sort of gets pushed back. And then eventually, because you don't have a deadline on it, if you don't have a deadline on it, you just start to really hate yourself. You get all the self-loathing and, I need to get it done. One of the big rules of productivity is Parkinson's law, which I remember hearing about it when I was in community college back in San Antonio decades ago. Parkinson's law says that work expands to fill the time that you give it. We've talked about it a bit on this channel before, but if you've ever been in a situation where you've had 2 months to work on a paper for school or an assignment or a project or even a software project, you have months to work on it and you do the majority of the work or sometimes all the work the day before or the week before or whatever it is, you basically cram all that work into the very end, but you swore it was a 3-month project. And not that you were deluding yourself, but you spent a lot of time researching. You spent a lot of time doing normal stuff. Hell, I do this at Christmas time. If I go Christmas shopping 3 weeks before Christmas, I won't buy as much as I would on that last day, right? So one of the things I try to do is to give myself small time windows to get a project done. Like, I know if I'm going to write a blog post, I have to say, okay, I have to have this done before 2 o'clock. I'm going to give myself an hour to do this, right? However, whatever the state is at the end of this thing, like, as I know, if I give myself an hour to write a blog post, or I give myself 6 hours to write a blog post, I know the quality difference isn't going to be whatever, 6 times more, or 5 times more. It's going to be the same. It's just going to be the same kind of stuff. So, anyway, I just wanted to bring this up. It's a new year, and productivity and getting rid of procrastination is one of the big things on my list. Try to get some of the things done. Well, one of the sad things about getting to the end of last year was I realized a lot of the stuff on my New Year's resolution list from the year before was just not done. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys have enough time to get stuff done, the stuff that you want to get done. I think we're going to have a great year this year. I mean, why think otherwise? 2023 is going to be amazing. I said the same at the beginning of 2020, and we know how that turned out. But you know what? Why be pessimistic? Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. I hope we have a great year. That's it for today. I'll talk to you again next time.